Let's have a look at Law 24, Law Unit 1, Paper 1, 2014. West Indian law and legal systems evolved from colonialism. The basis of legal systems in the Caribbean is common law. Which of the following statements? Let me scroll up. Which of the following statement is applicable under positive law? Must be obeyed even for passive. Which of the following best defines the term law in the context of okay? We're seeing repeats. Hopefully it repeats this year. Alright. The rule of statutory interpretation which seeks to avoid an unjust and absurd result. This would be the mischief rule. Alright. Let's go now. Number 6. Which of the following is not a way of avoiding a bad precedent? Dismissing the case. Dismissing the case. Alright, which of the following classifications of law prescribes that an employer is liable? This would be private. Which of the following courts can someone whose constitutional rights have been breached to bring an action for judicial review? Alright, judicial review goes through the Court of Appeal. Any person who seeks to park, this would be positive law. We're seeing repeats. Alright, let's see. Which of the following is not an equitable maxim? Equity follows the law, is not a maxim. Which of the following is not a reason for creation of delegated legislation? Flexibility of the court system. Zinga, a victim, this would be criminal law. Domestic abuse of 25 years, killing her, criminal. The judge in sentencing defendant said to him, this would be obiter dicta, because something said by the way in the court, right? In the trial. Here we have robbery in disturbances. Okay, this would be disciplinary committee. Janet, no. When we say Janet, right? This thing owes her cousin Justin 6 months. This would be mediation. Because it's the less harsh best of all of them. The important provisions of the Constitution are protected because of entrenchment. That's what it's talking about here. No. Judges were secured the tenure. Okay, security of tenure would allow independent judiciary. Which of the following philosophers? Okay, Dicey. We're seeing repeats. Fair trial. We're seeing repeats. This should be what? Collymore versus AG. Alright, which of the following are requirements for the operation of the rule of law in any of these countries? Would have been 1 and 3 only. Okay. Which of the following prerogative orders is used to compel the performance of a public duty by a public authority? This is mandamus. Which of the following is not an executive function? This is executive determination. This is executive appointment. This is determining the length of a sentence. That is judicial. Brenda, no. Brenda is staging her peaceful picket exercise, and the people them take where they picket them, tell her to shut up basically, right? Tell her so she can't gather your son, tell her not to come back. Alright, the answer. Alright. Alright, so the Parliament of Concordia, I think. Yeah, Concordia, a Commonwealth Caribbean state, has passed a law which provides for the election of Prime Minister. Okay. So all the Minister of Home Affairs, right? Minister, this is legislative. Well, this is executive, right? Responsible for the administration of courts. Have violated SOP. Buster say him live in a frustration because him have a death sentence and I don't know this sentence can't come. Same thing happened for Pratt and Morgan versus Attorney General of Jamaica. And in Antigua Health Authority, or the Antigua Health Authority, Antigua Health Authority opens an old folks home and the minister with responsibility of social care premises that opening, that the home will remain open for the life of the present occupants. 1 year later, they said, you promised. There's a violation in a legitimate expectation. Alright? So that's why we shouldn't promise as politicians. The Prime Minister of if you can't fulfill it, don't promise. The Prime Minister of a Commonwealth Caribbean state was charged with tax evasion, found guilty and sentenced to 6 months in prison. What was the possible? Wait, this was possible under the rule of law. Right, the Housing Commission of a Commonwealth Caribbean state acquires land for the this was seeking what the defendant of a public authority. The defendant doesn't have to be a public authority in order for a class action to be brought through. Mr. Acorn were saying that this would be specific for 4 months. I'm on all no. I don't know why it would be habeas corpus. Please tell me in the comment section. Here we see here, what is this? So the court does not and cannot inquire into the merits of a decision right there. This court can only examine the legality. Judicial review. Right? So for which of the following crimes is malice of a thought murder? On determining criminal liability, there must be actus non facit nisi mensit rea. Coincidentally, for an act for a crime to be committed, there must be a guilty act and a guilty mind. But for rule looks for the absence of novus actus interveniens within causation. Here now, at 35, the basic tenet of a criminal law trial is that the onus is on the prosecution to determine the burden of proof. Right, so that would be that. Give me 1 second. 1 moment there. Alright. Stealing accompanied by the use of violence is best described as robbery. Which of the following elements are fundamentally inchoate crimes? All of them are. Inchoate means incomplete in this case. Alright, so I hope everything is fine so far. The aim of the theory of sentencing is to seek to discourage the particular offender from committing another crime. This would be individual deterrence. 39. Which of the following situations demonstrates an omission to act? So, Patricia sees a sick man on the street. She doesn't have to act. Alright. John failed to take care of grandmother, and Margaret failed to pay her taxes. Right? So that would be omission. Right there. So you are lacked to act relating to a state of affairs that may result to a crime. Here we have a statement. D may be held liable even if he did consider whether or not the risk. This would be risk taking. This would be recklessness. Sandra puts a gun at her long time. This would be held liable for attempted murder. Shamar, no, Shamar guilty of rape. Everything about Shamar right here. So in that question that I always repeat is guilty of rape. Right, our manufacturing company we said that this would be I think this should be more incitement, you know, because you're inciting the customers. I think on the the year before this, I think I put conspiracy. If incitement is there, incitement should be the answer. After enduring many years of physical and emotional abuse, Mary stabbed her husband. She's still liable of murder, even though she can argue Batwoman syndrome. A party pleading insanity must prove that there was a disease of the mind and a defect of reasoning. In this case, it would have to be the best answer would be C. So that would be that for that question paper. So that was, yeah, so that was that paper. The 2014 Cape Unit 1, Cape Law Unit 1, Paper 1.